Some say the phrase red herring started in the 19th century. It describes a technique used to decide if a hunting dog was truly ready to track down animals, like a fox or a rabbit. After the dog was trained, a smoked herring was tied to a string and dragged across the trail. If the dog ignored the fishy scent, it was ready. If not, it was back to square one. I'm Jim Lamb. Let's get started. Great authors use red herrings to distract readers from real clues and hard evidence. The result? A wild goose chase that is both entertaining and engaging, but ultimately useless when it comes to solving the case. Where do red herrings work best? Mysteries and thrillers. Here are a few examples. In The Sixth Sense, well-crafted herrings were so well placed that people paid to watch that film over and over and over again, trying to figure out what really went on. The Usual Suspects was another film chock full of herrings. That's why the ending was such a stunner. But the granddaddy of all red herrings is Murder on the Orient Express, a story teeming with more fishy twists than Finding Nemo. What makes a great red herring? Well, it should be genuinely plausible, but tinged with a nagging flaw. Take Cary Grant's character in North by Northwest. The villain and his crew think Roger Thornhill, played by Grant, is a secret agent named George Kaplan. The audience knows he isn't. The CIA and FBI know he isn't. Doesn't matter. Why? Because this fast-paced adventure thriller is so filled with relentless twists that there's no time to ponder the possible inconsistencies. Other watch-worthy herrings include Shutter Island and The Matrix. But it's a film called The Prestige by Christopher Nolan that interweaves its surprises in such a clever, dark, and nuanced fashion that by the time the story ends, the audience has to take a shower to wash off all the fins and scales left by the slew of fishy tails. And speaking of showers, Alfred Hitchcock's off-the-scale Psycho, in Psycho, set a standard so high for red herrings that you'd need a flying fish to top it. But don't let that stop you from using this intriguing technique, especially if you want to engage and entice readers. I'm Jim Lamb, and you've just learned a little something about red herrings.